Carey. I never ever entertained the thought that this wouldn't be what I was doing, because my mother always used to say, you know, totally believe and visualize yourself doing what you want to do in life. And if you do that, then you can really, you know, make it. I've always had music as something that was really special and sacred, and it kind of took me through every rough period in my childhood. Anything that ever happened to me, you know, I would always like walk away and sing to myself or do whatever. I've always known that singing was kind of like my savior, sort of. Ever since I can remember, I've been singing. Well, my mom is a singer, and she used to sing with City Opera when I was a little girl, and I used to hear her rehearsing all the time. But I was like 3 and 4 years old. My mother was a huge inspiration to me, mainly because she encouraged me. And I know a lot of people's parents, when their children have dreams that seem unrealistic or unattainable goals, they kind of try to steer them away to protect them, because usually it doesn't happen. It's really 1 in a million. I'm a radio addict. I've always been a total radio freak, and just whatever's on the radio and popular and whatever I'm feeling at that moment. And that's how I've always been. I grew up on New York radio, you know, listening to like KISS and WBLS, and when I was really young there used to be, well, KTU, now it's back again, but so I was listening to R&B that was popular in New York, R&B and like early rap and stuff. And also, of course, before that, when I was growing up, last night, I started doing sessions when I was really young, like 15, with different studio guys who'd have me doing their songs that they were demoing. And half the time I'd be like, I'm not so sure about this particular cut. Maybe you need to rewrite that part. And I just started thinking, why should I let people be in control of what I sing? I didn't think that it was a commercial hit at all. And I wrote it right after I got my deal. That was like the first. So I think that it was very, it's less a love song than it is an inspirational song. And I turned it into a love song, but really it was about like, thank God I'm over the hump. Even though I hadn't done anything yet, I hadn't really, songs like Make It Happen are really about looking inside yourself to get through whatever situations you're going through. I guess that would be sort of a running theme in my life. I moved into Manhattan like the day after I graduated high school, and with a couple of friends, and we all kind of had mattresses on the floor and waitressed and did whatever we were aspiring towards, you know, trying to be an actress or a singer or whatever, whenever we could. And eventually I got a job as a background singer for Brenda Case, who was really, really supportive of me and always trying to help me, and she's a great person. I really owe a lot to her. She brought me to a party for the opening of a record label. She went to hand the tape to Jerry Greenberg, and because it was the